1. How has the rise of social networks changed the way we communicate compared to the past? Social networks have revolutionized communication by enabling instant interaction across vast distances, transcending barriers of time and space that were present in traditional forms of communication. 2. What was your first experience with social media, and how does it differ from today's platforms? My first social media experience was on MySpace, where interaction was limited to profile customization and simple messaging. Today's platforms offer a multitude of features, including multimedia sharing, live streaming, and advanced privacy settings. 3. Do you think social networks have positively or negatively impacted interpersonal relationships? Social networks have both positive and negative impacts on interpersonal relationships. They facilitate connection but can also lead to superficial interactions and misunderstandings due to the lack of face-to-face communication. 4. How have social networks influenced the spread of information and news in society? Social networks have significantly influenced the dissemination of information and news, often leading to rapid spread and amplification of both accurate and false information, impacting public opinion and shaping narratives. 5. What do you think will be the next big evolution in social networking platforms? The next big evolution in social networking platforms may involve further integration of virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence, creating immersive and personalized experiences for users. 6. How have privacy concerns evolved with the growth of social media? Privacy concerns have escalated with the growth of social media, as users become more aware of data mining, surveillance, and the potential misuse of personal information by companies and third parties. 7. Have you ever experienced cyberbullying or negative interactions on social networks? Yes, I have experienced cyberbullying on social networks, which can have profound negative effects on mental health and self-esteem, highlighting the darker side of online interactions. 8. In what ways have social networks influenced societal norms and behaviors? 8. Social networks influence societal norms and behaviors by shaping perceptions of beauty, success, and social acceptance, often leading to the emulation of curated personas and lifestyles. 9. How do you see the role of social networks changing in the future? In the future, social networks may evolve to become even more integral to daily life, potentially integrating with other technologies like IoT, creating seamless digital experiences across various platforms and devices. 10. Do you think social media has created a more connected or fragmented society? Social media has both connected and fragmented society, fostering global communication while also contributing to echo chambers, polarization, and the spread of misinformation. 11. What impact have social networks had on mental health, both positive and negative? Social networks have had mixed effects on mental health, providing platforms for support and self-expression, but also contributing to feelings of inadequacy, isolation, and addiction. 12. How have social networks affected the way we perceive ourselves and others? Social networks have influenced self-perception by promoting comparison and validation-seeking behaviors, often leading to unrealistic standards and distorted views of oneself and others. 13. What do you think are the biggest challenges facing social networks today? The biggest challenges facing social networks today include addressing issues of privacy, misinformation, cyberbullying, and maintaining user trust amidst growing concerns about data security and ethical practices. 14. How do you think social networks will adapt to changing user preferences and behaviors? Social networks will adapt to changing user preferences and behaviors by leveraging data analytics, personalization, and user feedback to tailor content and features to individual needs and interests.